Very warm welcome to SNP Conference 2020. For the first time in our history, we are gathering together virtually. This has been a really difficult year for all of us. The COVID pandemic has taken thousands of lives. It has upended our society and severely damaged businesses and the economy. But these dark times have also brought out the very best in people. Every day I have seen examples of people across Scotland pulling together in a time of crisis to support each other. These last few months have reminded me just what a privilege it is to serve as First Minister of our country. Now, since our last conference, we have won a landslide victory in a UK general election, and support for independence has risen. It has become the sustained and majority view in public opinion this year. While our primary focus must be on tackling and beating COVID, for which we now have renewed hope, Scotland must also be ready for what comes next, and I know we will be. Our country has so much talent and potential. We can build a resilient economy with job creation and fairness at its heart. We can protect and invest in public services like our NHS. We can overcome poverty and inequality, and we can lead the way in tackling the climate emergency. The question for all of us as we look ahead to the election next May is this: who should be taking the decisions that shape our futures? We know that it is the people who live here, wherever they come from, who can best harness Scotland's immense human and natural resources to the benefit of everyone. So this weekend and over the next few months, let us reach out to all of Scotland like never before. Let us demonstrate with cool heads and patient persuasion that Scotland is ready to take our place in the global family of independent nations. Scotland is now a nation on the brink of making history. Independence is in clear sight. And if we show unity of purpose, humility and hard work, I have never been so certain that we will deliver it. The people of Scotland have the right to choose their future. Let us now focus all our efforts on making sure we bring about that better country that we and future generations deserve. An independent future lies ahead. Let us grasp it.
Since coronavirus, two polls have shown that independence in Scotland, a majority of Scots are in favour. Those same polls show that at the Scottish Parliament elections, the SNP would have a considerable victory. Is that not a case that then they would have a mandate for a second referendum, and is it not undemocratic that you wouldn't give it to them?
Well, we had a referendum in 2014. It was decisive. It was, I think, by common consent, a once-in-a-generation event. And what we've seen throughout this crisis is the importance of and the strength of the union in dealing with certain crucial things. Supporting people through the furlough scheme, the work of, as I say, of the army and the armed services in testing, in moving people around. Now, of course, through Barnett Consequentials, put another £250 million into the NHS in Scotland to make sure that we're ready for the winter, because, you know, we've got to be clear that this thing has not gone away. Throughout the UK, we've done very well in getting it under control, but it is not the end of the story, and we've got to be very, very vigilant as we go forward into the colder months, and that's why we're supporting the NHS with extra cash all round. I think the union, the merits of the union are very, very strong. They've been proved throughout this crisis, and what we want to do now is, why I'm here in Orkney, is to show how we can not just deal with the health crisis, but work to deal with the economic consequences together, building back better, investing in green technology and a green recovery.
So you're saying an independent Scotland couldn't afford or couldn't tackle a coronavirus pandemic?
What I'm saying is that the union is a fantastically strong institution. It's helped our country through thick and thin. It's very, very valuable in terms of the support we've been able to give to everybody throughout all corners of the UK, And you know, we had a referendum on breaking up the union a few years ago. I think only 6 years ago. That is not a generation by any computation. And I think what people really want to do is see